People keep saying AI like it's one thing. It isn't. It's like saying vehicle. A bicycle is a vehicle, a van is a vehicle, a forklift is a vehicle. If you mix them up, you buy the wrong thing, or you expect it to do a job it was never built for. So let's sort this out in plain English. No tech waffle, no hype. Here are the 4 labels you hear all the time: AI, machine learning, deep learning, and ChatGPT. And I'm going to explain them in a way that actually helps you at work. First, AI. AI is the umbrella term. It just means a computer doing something that looks a bit like human thinking. That could be anything from spotting spam emails, recommending what to watch, recognizing a face on your phone, or writing a draft email. So when someone says, we use AI, that tells you almost nothing. It's like saying, we use tools. Right, which tools for what job and who checks the work? Second, machine learning. Machine learning is a type of AI. It's when the computer learns patterns from examples, not learns like a person. More like it gets really good at guessing based on what it has seen before. If you've got a system that looks at thousands of past invoices and flags the odd ones, that's machine learning. That's why it's so good at drafting emails, summarizing notes, and turning bullet points into a report. And here's the reality check. Machine learning is usually good when the job is narrow, the data is consistent, and you can measure what right looks like. Third, deep learning. Deep learning is a type of machine learning. It's used when the patterns are too messy for simpler methods like images, audio, video, and language. Deep learning can be brilliant, but it's also harder to explain, harder to predict, and when it's wrong, it can be wrong in a very confident way. Which brings us neatly to the one everyone actually means. Fourth, ChatGPT and tools like it. ChatGPT is a type of AI that works with language. It's what's called a large language model, plain English version. It's an extremely advanced text predictor. You give it words, it predicts the next words over and over. That's why it's so good at drafting emails, summarizing notes, and turning bullet points into a report. It's also why it can sometimes make things up or sound convincing while being wrong, because it's not checking reality. So what does this mean in work life? Here's the practical way to think about it. If you need decisions, use AI to organize your thinking, not to replace it. Example, you can paste in a messy set of meeting notes and ask, turn this into a clear action list, grouped by owner with deadlines. That's a great use. But if you ask, tell me what we should do as a business next quarter, you'll get something that sounds smart, but it's basically a well-written guess. If you need accuracy, use AI for drafts, then add a human quality check. Example, AI can draft a client email in 20 seconds, but you still need to check names, dates, prices, promises, and anything legal. Because if it slips up, it's still your name on the email. If you need speed, give it a narrow job. Don't say, help me with this report. Say, summarize this into 5 bullets, then give me 3 risks, then 3 next actions. Small job, clear format, better results. The simple bottom line, AI is the umbrella. Machine learning finds patterns. Deep learning handles messy stuff like language and images, and ChatGPT is a language tool that's brilliant for drafts, but it doesn't automatically know what's true. If you remember one thing, remember this. Use AI to do the first draft. Use your brain to do the final decision. What to do next, this week? Do these 3 things. 1. Pick one work task you do every week that starts with a blank page. An email, a report, a meeting summary. Use AI to create the first draft. 2. Add one rule to your process. Nothing goes out without a human check for names, numbers, and promises. 3. Start a tiny prompt note on your phone. Save just 3 prompts that work, not 50. That's how you get value without the fuss. P.S. If you want a second pair of eyes on your business, there's a free review link in the description. www.reluctanttechie.co.uk info reluctanttechie.co.uk